Good evening, everyone. Welcome back again in another weekly market outlook. I hope you are good, enjoying your weekend, and definitely getting ready for next week. So we are not having big events on calendar, and the next month we're gonna have rate decision. But as you guys know, that trade war is going on. We can have tweets at any time. We can have good news or bad news at any time from trade war side, and market can move. Market can react to that. So let's move on to the website. If anyone want to join us, if anyone want to look in to get a membership, just simply go to the techtradingacademy.com and check the membership levels. Or if you want further information, just simply fill the inquiry form and send that form to me for further information. So one more thing, there is training is going to start next month from 20 December. If you are looking to join us, you can join us, right? All right, so if you're looking for, you can join us now and you're gonna have access to everything. All right, and if you are planning to join in December, on 20 December, then you can join on 20 December as well, so it's up to you. And let's move on to the links, and then we're gonna move on to the next week charts. All right, so just simply go to my trading view profile, check the signature box, you're gonna see links there. You can get all these links from there for following me for setups and updates. All links are there. So just go to my trading view profile, or you can get these links from YouTube video in the description box. All right, so pound yen. Last week we were looking at this pair at the start of the meeting. Hope you guys caught that trade and having some good profit on it. All right, so we were looking for this to go down from top. So we were watching, it was there, we were watching price action there, it just broke out and tested that top and then reversed. So a good trade, all right. That's what we were looking for last week, and we got nice price action over there. This is still going down, all right. That chart was, I mean, the formation is clear over there for next formation. Okay, so price is coming down, this move is completing over there. So next week you're looking for another corrective or up move, all right, or next bullish leg. All right, now that's the updated chart. So price to test the bottom, complete that bearish wave back at the bottom, and then go higher. So this is going to be the next week trade. All right, so it can slightly break that bottom and can extend. All right, so still you're looking it to continue to go higher for next bullish wave. So when we're going to look at the chart, we'll talk about that. Pound yen did well. Pound CAD, all right, so pound CAD did not well the area or the place which we were looking last week. All right, so it slightly broke the top and then started to drop. If you guys remember that, I told you that it can turn into an expanding triangle. All right, so price slightly went higher, and then we got the price action over there on the dollar pound CAD. All right, so there you got the price action and expanding triangle. Now we were looking for a flag over there. We got the flag on lower time frame, and it broke out. On Friday we were having a bad data. We were having bad data on pound services data. Services, PMI data dropped. Services and manufacturing, I think both dropped. Let's check. So services PMI dropped and manufacturing both dropped. So both dropped. Services PMI data dropped and manufacturing data dropped due to services. Services was, more important than the manufacturing, because UK economies mostly depend on the services, all right, than the manufacturing. So services PMI data was more important. So because of that, we had that shop selling. We were having that shop selling because of the comment from Bank of Canada chief. He commented, and after that we have seen aggressive sell and then correction, and then PMI data came, and then we had seen that sell. All right, so this is for the next week. So next week, slightly gonna change. Yeah, we are still looking for that expanding triangle formation, as told you last week. So hope you got that trade from the top. For next week, correct, similar way, the way I have just shown you, and continue to go lower or go back up for another up move and then drop. So we're gonna look at the chart. And we're gonna look at the pound CAD. So pound CAD also doing well, turning into another formation, change that flat formation, turning into an expanding triangle. So CADNOK still there, okay, so still there, and extending the bottoms within that descending trend reversal channel. So same setup, all right, same continuation opportunity. Pound Australian dollar also did well. Okay, so slightly went higher last week for another move and then dropped. Okay, still there. We have spoken about this chart last week, if you guys remember that. Yeah, this chart and pound New Zealand dollar in detail, and focused on these two charts. So that was the trade which we were looking for. Very nice opportunity, and so far doing okay. All right, there you got the updated chart. So when we're going to look at the pound Australian dollar updated chart, then we're going to look at the next formation, what it can do next. Pound New Zealand dollar. All right, pound New Zealand dollar still there within that expanding triangle at that top. Okay, that was the chart, old chart, updated chart, and then the next updated chart we have seen last week, this chart. All right, so last week I was asking you to wait for the price to test that top and then go lower. So it went close to that top, did not hit that top exactly, and then we got the sells. And this is currently trying to break the bottom. We don't have updated chart there, but it is trying to break the bottom. So good opportunity still there. And USDCHF also pushing higher without hitting the bottom. Right? Still, it is in a correction, and it can go lower for another move down before we're gonna have reversal. So we'll talk about that, what to do next. All right, and there you got the Aussie dollar, US dollar, still forming the correction. Okay, the correction which we had last week, if you remember, the correction was there. All right, and we are still looking at to tag that bottom and then give us a longer term buy opportunity. Tag that bottom or form new low. So we still can see another leg lower. All right. Okay, so pound CAD, you have seen updated chart. Dollar sheaf. Okay, so next week dollar sheaf gonna be at a good spot to go for short. Okay, so you remember last week chart, updated chart was there at yeah, told you that there is possibility that the dollar sheaf yeah, not gonna hit that bottom and gonna continue to go higher. Yeah, so that formation. So I hope you guys remember that. So that wave is just happened. It did not hit the bottom, wave happened, but forming another opportunity at the top for next week. Dollar sheaf. All right, euro dollar. Interesting, all right, still pushing lower. Next week, euro dollar gonna be interesting. Okay, so still pushing lower. We were looking for it to correct and continue to go lower. All right, that correction. So we were looking for that correction to form and continue to go lower. So we had that correction last week. I have explained in details what to do on that correction last week, how to get into the trade. All right, hope you guys got it. That's why I say most, very often, if you have gone through the weekly market outlook once, try to re-watch it again in a week. All right, try to watch once again if you have time. Yeah, so you can catch opportunities after re-watching weekly market outlook again, because some setups forming, some setups are ready now, right now, and gonna be ready to take once market gonna open, but some setups gonna form during the week. All right, so once you're gonna watch it again, you're gonna see prices at some area, some places where you can get a trade, nice opportunity. All right, so this is the euro dollar chart. We were looking for this to continue to go lower. We had that correction last week, if you remember, and it broke out, right, and tested that top couple of times, and now somewhere there at this area. All right, and we are looking euro dollar to continue to go lower up to 107. If not 107, then at least go up to 108, 1088. All right, or at least test that previous bottom. Now this short-term opportunity is about to complete at that bottom. All right, but this still has the potential to go all the way all the way that. So this setup is not there at the moment. Okay, but in future that setup can form. So for next week, this is what you guys gonna look for. Okay, so short-term buy it back to that top within that flat formation, this trade. Okay, and once price gonna hope you guys remember that I have shown you flat, head and shoulder formation last week. Okay, so still can go back up and continuation to the downside, or if you remember the DXY chart, yeah, I have shown you bigger correction on the DXY chart, in previous weekly market outlook. So we are having bigger, correction over there on the DXY and the euro dollar. So we'll look at this for updated chart. Okay, but that was the trade last week on the euro dollar, and yeah, going down euro dollar to continue to go lower and complete that wave, and then give us a buy opportunity from that bottom. All right, so that chart gonna be over there once price gonna form new low or gonna test 107. So these charts are still running. Okay, we are having bigger correction on the DXY. Okay, same like the euro dollar, so it's going higher. There we are having bigger correction. Last week we were looking for expanding triangle. All right, there price slightly went lower and then bounced off. Now similar kind of pattern formation, flat. Right, so we have spoken about that bigger correction before. This bigger correction forms over there on the dollar index. And S&P 500 will just keep pushing higher. Gold, interesting. All right, so correction is still there. That for our daily, it's turning into a daily correction for more downside. We're going to talk about that on lower time frame, what to do next. So silver is very much same like the gold. Okay, this correction you guys seen last week, similar correction is just there. But let's move on to the charts. All right, there are plenty of more charts there on the profile. You guys can go through. All right, but let's move on to the setups for this week, and then we're gonna see how market gonna unfold this upcoming week. Okay, dollar index chart you guys have just seen. We are still looking it to continue to go higher, test the previous high or form new high. Okay, same chart like the euro dollar, just reverse the euro dollar chart. Okay, or just invert it, invert scale. You see that both are same. That's the dollar index chart, and that's the euro dollar chart. That's the euro dollar chart, right? And that's the DXY chart inverted. So you look in another move. Okay, so this wave, that's basically the bullish, all right? This chart you guys have just seen. Yeah, that. So we just inverted it, and there, okay, on 4-hour time frame, this wave to complete all the way back at the bottom. Okay, continue to go lower, complete that wave at the lows 100, or at least test that bottom. All right, test that bottom, continue to go lower and complete that move. So on lower time frame, 4-hour time frame, you're looking for this to break and continue to go lower, or DXY to continue to go higher. We have just inverted the DXY chart just for your understanding, easy understanding. Okay, we are looking at to break the bottom and continue to go lower, or break the top on the DXY. All right, so looking for this to break the bottom and continue to go lower, test that bottom and then buy, or new low. Okay, or short term, hold the bottom, go back up, give us that short term trade similar like that, hold that flat formation and continue to go lower. So if I'm gonna correct it, all right, then the chart gonna look like that. Okay, so you're looking for this top to break and continue to go higher, right? So correction is already completed there. All right, looking for this impulse to go there, correct for another time and continue. Okay, if not breaking, holding that top, short-term sell, test that bottom, hold that bottom and continue to go higher. Just reverse the euro dollar chart. Okay, so we're gonna invert this chart, invert scale for upside and then downside. So euro dollar to continue to go higher or continue to go lower, whatever, right? This move and where arrows are showing, okay, that direction. And on 4-hour time frame, all right, seem like the DXY break that top, continue to go higher, okay, correct for another time and complete the move. Chart you guys have just seen on the euro dollar. We were looking for euro dollar to go down and this to go up. If I'm gonna correct it, then this is what you're looking on the euro dollar. Short term buy first. All right, once press gonna tag that, hold it, don't break down. Short term buy. Once price gonna test that top, watch it. If breakout goes further higher, yeah, then again within that channel start to sell it from 1150. If test the 1150, then as told last week, you're looking for it to go up to 107 or 1088. All right, so let's say it is not going to hold the bottom. All right, as you guys know that we are looking it to continue to go lower rather than this move. Okay, we are looking because we are already short on it, we are looking it to continue to go lower. Let's see it's breaking the, not going to form that flat formation and going to break lower that bottom, then let it go. This is not a best place to sell. Okay, let it go, let this test the bottom or new low, and then you are looking for buy. Okay, do you remember that last week when I told you? If you remember, okay, I told you that if price stays there, okay, until Friday, then watch it to go lower during the PMI data. That's what I told you last week, right? And if goes lower before Friday, then look for it to go higher. So price was struggling there. It did not price in, to PMI data, and data was mixed. Data wasn't bad. EU PMI data wasn't bad, all right? It was mixed, and still euro was under pressure. So Europe is still struggling. Yeah, and euro still gonna continue to go lower for a while. Okay, that's your euro dollar chart. Just, you know, very much same like, last week analysis. Let's look at this dollar chart, dollar sheet chart. All right, you're looking at to go down from that top. Okay, so this is what you're gonna watch. It slightly can go higher. Okay, actually this is your formation. Okay, and price slightly can go higher like that. Right, so in bigger time frame we are having still same formation, the formation which I have shown you before. Bigger ABC move can happen over there. Okay, so it slightly can push higher, and you look in this trend. Same chart, same analysis, since 14th of October. Price is running sideways. Yeah, we were buying there, selling there, buying, selling, but same sideways market. Charts are there. So what you guys are looking next week, price to hold the top, this top, or yeah, currently struggling, testing that. All right, so hold that, go lower aggressively, correct, and this trade. Okay, and once price gonna test that trend line, watch it. If breaking down, stay in for more downside. If holding, take off and start looking for buy again. Okay, this is what I'm telling you. Okay, breakout of that top, gonna extend it for another wave. Aggressive breakout. Okay, this aggressive breakout. Still we're gonna look for it to continue to go lower. This ABC move. Okay, I don't think so price gonna go that much far away. There is no reason, but as you guys know, that trade war is going on there, and because of that, safe assets gain a lot of value. And now, you know Swiss National Bank, Bank of Japan, and Fed, they are communicating with the market, and giving signals that they're gonna ease. So if Swiss National Bank is coming and doing something different this time, all right, or going to cut the interest rate, yeah, and going to give you a clue that they are intervening in the forex market for exchange rates, then we're not gonna have that wave. Okay, and dollar gonna get strong, and we're gonna have that next leg similar like that leg, all right, back to that top or new high. Right, so when you are trading on the chief pairs, make sure you keep that thing in your mind that Swiss National Bank can intervene at any time in the market, all right? And once they're gonna intervene, the chief gonna lose its value aggressively, all right? So hope you got it, but that's what you are looking on lower time frame, all right? Okay, in case if price goes further high, you're looking at to drop, all right? In simple words, let's say price is not dropping, you're not having any price action over there, yeah, and it's pushing further high, back to that top. Okay, this is not the trade you should focus on, all right? So you should look at to drop. The buy already gone from the bottom, so you should look for it to drop and keep adding on the lower 15-minute time frame corrections all the way back to the bottom. So dollar sheaf, interesting chart for next week. Dollar sheaf, interesting. Not just dollar sheaf is interesting chart, all right? Euro dollar is coming back to the bottom. Euro dollar going to be interesting. Dollar sheaf is already at the top. Slightly can push higher, but again, interesting chart to watch, all right? Dollar CAD is coming back at the top. So many good opportunities are in making for upcoming weeks. We are coming close to the year end, all right? But opportunities are still there. Okay, normally market moves very slow at the year end, and we see some sharp moves over the year end, or when market open again after holidays, we see liquidity problem, and we see spikes, right? So good opportunities are still there. for next couple of weeks. Okay, so that's what we are having. Last week we have spoken about it, about the dollar CAD and oil chart. If you remember, our longer term forecast is the dollar to drop against the CAD and oil to get strong. So let's straight away get to the lower time frame. So you're looking at dollar CAD chart. All right, there you got the dollar CAD chart. Okay, this is what you are looking for. Another move. Okay, let's look at the daily first so that you can understand the bigger image. All right, so the bigger image is this go down. Okay, give us another wave like that. Okay, go down all the way back to that bottom, and oil to go close to $100 or at least $90. Okay, so let's look at the previous charts, previous dollar CAD charts, so that you guys can understand that what's next. Right, so that's the the beautiful thing of the structure, using structure and pattern formation. Right, the beautiful thing of this structure and pattern formation is that it tells you that the next opportunity is in making. Okay, that's the old chart. Okay, you all guys know that when it was testing the bottom, we were looking for it to reverse from the bottom. Right, and next continuation trade, we're looking there. All right, and last week we were having correction over there on the dollar CAD. Okay, this correction. Okay, the red bars. So we had that correction, and last week, if you remember that, we were looking for a flag or expanding triangle to break out. So updated chart should be there. There you got the updated chart. This is last week, what we were looking for. So we were looking for another leg, right? And that leg to complete all the way back to that top. And then this trade, all right? This trade, that wave. So the next wave appeared over there, and this is your updated chart. That's the beauty of the structure and pattern formation. Okay, that's the beauty of structure, using structure and pattern formation. Yeah, so it is telling you that where is your next wave. All right, where is your next wave is going, and where you should look for to get into the trade. Okay, so if we go back to the old chart, all right, the old chart, then that chart gonna this old chart, this old chart gonna help us to figure it out that what we were looking for last time when price was hitting the 133.50. Okay, that's what we were looking for. All right. Okay, now structure is slightly, a pattern is there, still there. Okay, the bigger pattern which I have just shown you, the flat formation, this bit bigger pattern formation, this flat formation is still there. Price is still running within that. Okay, so this wave was telling that price can reverse from that bottom, which has just done. All right, there price was forming another pattern formation once price was hitting the bottom. That's what you have just seen. Okay, now for next week, chart is easy to understand that the price is coming back at the top again, 133. All right, 130. This is your wave. Okay, so this is your aggressive wave or impulsive wave. Price is currently retracing back to that impulsive wave. Okay, 50% tracement going to be over there once price going to tag that top. All right, okay, so you're looking for price action at these tops for next week and price to reverse to the downside. Okay, the wave which you should catch next time. So let's see, price is going to break the top. Okay, price is going to break 134 and going to push slightly higher. Okay, so our formation gonna change then, but still they're gonna be a sell setup. Okay, if price goes further higher, test that impulse, still there gonna be a sell opportunity. So actually you are setting up for next wave to the downside. Okay, so that does not mean you cannot trade for short term for upside on the dollar CAD on lower time frame. You can trade, all right, but make sure you keep in your mind that you are buying at the top, and you can end up with some loss over there. Okay, goes higher, test that top, or ABC move. Okay, this ABC move, and then goes higher. Okay, and then from top go, start reversal. Okay, this is what you're looking for price to form new high or test the previous high and start reversing. You're looking at to reverse simply, guys. You're looking at to reverse from 33.50. Okay, in simple words. So dollar CAD chart setting up nicely, and bigger time frame chart is same like last week, expanding the flat formation. On lower time frame we still can see another drop on it. Okay, as dollar index is setting up for one more push up. Last week, if you remember that, same analysis like last week, it hasn't changed a lot during the week, right? So we are at the bottom. We can see this move. Okay, expanding triangle, that wave, or price can go lower for one more drop. Okay, and then again this one more leg can form over there. So you are looking price action for both direction. Okay, you're looking price action for sell, and you're looking for price action for buy as well. Okay, what I told you last week, A B C D E move. Okay, A B C D and E first. So you're looking for this wave next week. Okay, and once price gonna get back to that bottom, you're looking for this area to break and test the new low, right? If goes there, form new low, stay into that trade. Actually, you're looking price action there for sell this wave, and from bottom again you're looking for buy, right? And once price gonna get back to within this area, ABCDE move, expanding triangle, watch price action there. Okay, if hold, take off your profit for short. If break, stay in. If hold, take off your profit and start looking for the next bullish wave for upside. Okay, this is the formation which we are having right now. Okay, if I'm gonna draw slightly different, so you actually first of all you're looking it to go down. Okay, so slightly price can push higher. Okay, if so, then you're looking for this wave. Okay, A, B, and C, D, E there. Okay, and or this bottom wherever price form price action. So, and then continuation or complete the wave of this expanding triangle at that bottom and longer term reversal. So in short, you're looking kiwi to still go down. Okay, dollar index to continue to go higher, and the kiwi dollar to complete the bearish wave back at the bottom. Okay, this is clear. Okay, this is what you're looking. One more drop and new low, and then longer term reversal. Same chart, almost the same analysis, like last week, but we're having different pattern formation on lower time frame. Okay, so this is what you are looking for on Aussie dollar US dollar for weekly chart. Okay, and on 4-hour time frame, short term buy first. Right, short term buy, watch for short term buy from that bottom, this ABC move, similar like the euro dollar chart. All right, and once price gonna test that, watch it. Okay, this if rise aggressively, then stay in. If hold, then take off your short term profit and look for this one more drop. So when you're gonna go for buy from there, Yeah, so get into the trade after watching some price action. Don't just jump into the trade, all right? Because this is our structure. Okay, price already completed correction over there, which I was showing you last week. Okay, we are, heading into the bearish side. So this is our structure at the moment. So we are looking that to change into flat formation, turn into that flat formation, and then continue to go lower. Pound dollar. All right, so pound dollar did nicely last week and went lower from the top. Still going down. Okay, so this is our weekly chart. Okay, let's get back to the weekly chart first. Okay, so this chart is same. Okay, this chart hasn't changed. On bigger weekly time frame, still same like last week. We were having correction over there. We're still into that correction. Okay, still same, hasn't changed. On that correction hasn't changed. All right, so what we can see, one more drop and then up, or break out of that correction and the reversal, or longer term reversal. All right, guys, just a second. Let me post a link because maybe people are not aware that we are having weekly market outlook. So just a second. Let me post this link, please. All right, so let's move on. Okay, so let's move on. So this is the weekly chart. Okay, we still can see another move down on bigger time frame, but on lower time frame, the last week we were looking for this wave, pound dollar, to go down for another wave within that expanding triangle, and I have shown you that chart last week, all right? So you were watching price action at that for it to go down. So pound dollar is coming down, and next wave is very much clear, where you should simply watch this chart to go, all right? Get down, and that's your next wave for next week. Okay, all right. And once price get back to the top, watch it to break out. If breaks, stay in for next leg. If not, break in, getting back into the expanding triangle, or that expanding triangle is just changing, thus just simply start selling again from its top. All right, so if we're gonna go to the 4-hour time frame, that's our 4-hour time frame. So you're looking for a couple of 3 or 4 pound charts are almost forming same structure. Okay, so you're looking for this to go higher and this up next leg. All right, so next week you're watching the price action at the bottom. So once you're gonna go for long, make sure you keep in your mind that the correction can extend all the way back to that trend line. Okay, but still there's going to be a buy opportunity on the pound for upside. All right, so first of all, let it complete the wave there, and then you're looking for this to go low, go higher. Okay, this wave, the wave which I have just shown you. So that wave to complete at the bottom, at the bottom, and then continue to go higher. So similar setup you are looking on the pound yen too, right? So like something like that. Okay, next wave you are looking on the pound dollar. Pound dollar and pound CHF. Same on the pound CHF as well. Weekly chart, same like last week. Okay, it's also forming corrections, same like the pound dollar. All right, so intervention from Swiss National Bank gonna give us, will give you strong breakout on the pound CHF, and pound CHF gonna go higher very aggressively. So last week we were looking for this to go down for one more wave. Same this week as well. Okay, so first of all, you're looking for it to go lower for one more move down. Okay, that wave, test that bottom, right, and then this buy opportunity. Okay, when you're gonna go for short from that top, make sure you keep in your mind that the breakup can happen over there. Okay, and this is what we are looking. Continue to go higher for the next wave. So if we're gonna go to the lower time frame, right there, you are watching it to go lower for one more drop before continue to go higher. Okay, this wave to happen. Same wave like pound yen chart. All right, pound yen already completed that move. Pound dollar is about to complete that wave at the bottom. All right, but this pair still at the top. All right, this pair still, struggling at the top. The reason is very much simple, that the CHF is struggling. All right, so CHF is struggling. That's the reason pound is not dropping. Pound was weak last week, and we were looking for pound to get weaker start of the week last week, and pound getting weaker almost everywhere, but not getting weaker here against the CHF. All right, the reason is very much simple and clear. All right, because Swiss National Bank is communicating that they're going to intervene, they're going to intervene, they're going to intervene. All right, they can intervene at any time in the forex, forex market, for exchange rate. All right, so their intervention going to push this pair for more upside. Okay, the pound pairs are setting up for a good news to come, good news to hit the market, or conservative party to win the election with majority, with simple majority. All right, that news is going to be enough for the pound to rise aggressively for upside. Okay, so we are having a bigger weekly correction, you guys have just seen over there. Okay, so this to come down, and then again you're looking for it to continue to go higher. Euro pound just reversed the chart. Okay, euro pound is also pushing lower. We were looking weekly wave from the top. Okay, on lower time frame it is struggling, right? Let's look at this weekly chart first. So we are looking this to rebound on lower time frame. Okay, that wave is just happening. We are looking lower time frame euro pound to rebound on lower time frame. All right, or in simple words, give us that correction. Okay, I mean expanding triangle there. Okay, like that expanding triangle, and then continue to go lower. So you're looking it to go higher next week. All right, so we still can see one more drop. All right, so from there, within that channel, price can go down, and once price gonna go down, you're looking for it to go higher from the previous bottom, this bottom, or new low for buy. So when you're gonna go for long on it on euro pound from the bottom, make sure you keep in your mind that the pound shift gonna break up, then this we're gonna continue to go lower rather than up. And there you got the pound CAD. Okay, bigger time frame, same analysis like last week. On weekly time frame, same analysis. Okay, we are looking it to continue to go higher. All right, and there we are looking expanding triangle formation. Okay, get down for another move, test the bottom and complete the bullish wave for upside. So on lower time frame, you are looking for another correction. Right, this is the updated chart. Okay, we still can see another wave on pound CAD for upside. The chances for that this wave is very less likely. Highly likely we're gonna have a continuation to the downside because data was bad, and pound still hasn't you can see that it hasn't fully reacted to that bad data. Okay, so you're looking actually another correction over there. Okay, and this one more drop, complete that wave back at the bottom. The next week, this is the wave you are looking. We'll show you the lower time frame how you can trade. Okay, the structure is showing neutral analysis. Okay, but lower time frame will give you a clear clue that which way you should trade on it. We are still anticipating this move. Okay, we are having change, we are having expanding triangle. There on lower time frame, correction is already happening. Okay, correction is already happening. You are looking that correction to simply break out and continue to go lower. Right, the way correction broken out there, you're looking that correction to break out and continue to go lower. Form another one and complete the expanding triangle at the bottom. Okay, if this correction is not breaking down at this area and we are not having breakout like that, okay, then let this to go first there, let it break the trend, this trend, let it confirm that trend, break out of that trend. Okay, let it correct back to that impulse, then look for that one more up move by putting stop there. Okay, this one more up move, and once price is going to test this previous high or going to form new high within that ascending channel, then you're looking for sell it again from the top. Okay, the way this structure is showing. Okay, for buy it has to break aggressively, for upside it has to correct, then you should start looking for that one more up move. Okay, and once price is going to test that top again, you're looking for sell. Okay, what I told you last week, this is not the trade you should look for last week. All right, okay, this trade, okay, that was, it went higher, but that wasn't the trade, that wasn't the opportunity to look for. Okay, so it went lower aggressively, went, I mean, from forming new high, changing the pattern, and okay, it has a potential. It has potential. Okay, potential up to 3% drop or 500 pips move. So if it goes higher again, okay, you're looking for this 500 pip move. All right, so we don't see that the pound CAD gonna change anytime soon. All right, okay, as I told you that the pound dollar correction should break up, pound chief correction should break up, pound yen correction should break up. All right, when those correction gonna break up, then definitely we're not gonna have expanding triangle here on the pound CAD. Okay, understand my point again. So we are expecting pound dollar correction, weekly correction, pound yen weekly correction or daily correction, pound chief weekly or daily correction. Okay, these three pairs to break up and price to continue to go higher for next wave. So once we're gonna get aggressive or bullish wave there, then pound CAD not gonna go for expanding triangle. We're gonna have different formation there. Okay, or price gonna change the expanding triangle. We're not gonna have that expanding triangle. Then pound gonna get strong, and price gonna keep pushing higher against the pound CAD for upside. Okay, so we are having clear structure on the pound CAD for draw. For one more draw means that we are looking strength on the CAD. Okay, dollar CAD chart I have just shown you. When dollar gonna go down against the CAD gonna get strong, and pound gonna weaker against the CAD, and we're gonna get that move all the way back to the bottom. So let's see which currency gonna get strong, either the CAD or pound. Highly likely we're gonna get CAD strength, right? And pound gonna stay sideways for a while, until 31st of January. So good luck. All right, so pound Australian dollar chart, you guys have just seen weekly analysis, same like last week, right? We are having the impulse, this bigger weekly flag, and looking for that wave to happen. So on lower time frame, let's look at the old chart first. There you got the old chart. All right, there you got some price section at the top. This is the wave. Either give us that flat formation and go higher, or complete move all the way back to the bottom. So on lower time frame, this is what you are looking at, right? Price almost similar kind of analysis like pound CAD, all right? Okay, so give us a correction over there. Okay, pound CAD correction is almost ready, but there you are now having correction on the pound Australian dollar. Okay, so this to turn into a correction and break out, continue to go lower. Form another one, continue to go lower. All right, so form another one, continue to go lower. All right, so if we're not gonna have that correction over there, and price gonna bounce off, okay, correct, go higher for short term for another up move, give us that expanding triangle over there. Okay, and then again start selling it from the top. Okay, what we were having last week, we were having that flag, all right, and it went higher, and then price went lower aggressively. So as told you last week, we were already short on it, and we are selling it from top every time, and price is coming back to the top. So if you can have the expanding triangle, you're looking for it to go down from that top. Okay, if price is going to test that top, you're looking for that ABC move to form. Pound New Zealand dollar, very much same analysis like pound Australian dollar. All right, so bigger flag, you're having a bigger flag, that's your impulse, bigger flag, and that to continue to go down, or pound to get strong for a slight push up on it. Okay, on 4-hour time frame, you're having a big sideways market over there, big correction. All right, so big sideways market. Now that correction to break down, this flat formation to break down and continue to go lower. So same analysis like the pound New Zealand dollar, pound Aussie dollar, and pound CAD. There is correction required for breakout and continue to go lower. Okay, there you guys need another correction similar like that, and that correction to aggressively break and keep forming and keep pushing to the downside aggressively. All right, as I have just shown you one more drop on the Kiwi dollar US dollar chart, okay, highly likely this pair can hold that bottom and can go for short term buy this move. So still tradable for short term for upside, but trade with care because you're gonna buy that at top, right? And every time and price is just coming back to that top, you're looking for it to drop. All right, so last week I told you that if this flat formation is going to change and going to turn into that bigger flat like pound Australian dollar, right, then you're looking it to drop from there. Okay, double top. Okay, double top there. The same analysis like last week, it's not changed. All right, it's or just go to the pound New Zealand dollar chart, guys. This chart. All right, this chart. This chart still playing out. Right, this trade setup still there. Right, short-term buy from the bottom, and once price gonna test the top again, you're looking for it to drop. Pound yen, same like the pound dollar chart. Weekly chart, longer term reversal from bottom. All right, and there you are having a weekly correction, and that weekly correction to break out and continue to go higher, complete the bullish wave. So on lower time frame, we had last week short from the top, right? And next week, you're looking for that flat formation to hold and price to go back up. Right? Let's move. So if goes lower, further lower like that, expanding triangle is going to form. Right? This expanding triangle. Okay, you're looking for the next bullish wave for upside. All right, so you're watching price action. Price can reverse, can goes higher from this current price, but I think you should wait for it to test that bottom or new low, complete the pattern formation at the lows, form new low, and then you should show interest for buy. Okay, so you look in that flat formation to break out and continue to go higher. Dollar yen chart, let me look at the metals first, and then we're gonna look at the yen pairs. Now Telegram is not for the paid members, all right? So Telegram is for the followers. So Slack group is for the paid members. So weekly chart. Weekly chart is still same. Goal to go down, and that wave to happen. And on lower time frame, there you are looking for it to do, right? So we are having already setups are there. Okay, this is our structure, right? So slightly gonna let me check if we had that chart there. It's gonna be clear. Right, and there. Okay, so this is what you are looking for next week. So it's forming ABC move. It can push higher from the current price and can give us that bigger ABC move and then drop. All right, so we are looking to different types of pattern formation on gold at the current price. We were looking it to draw from 1475, and it is currently pushing lower from 1475 nicely, but pushing slowly, not so much aggressively, yeah, the way we were anticipating it to do. All right, so now we are looking this either from that expanding triangle and go higher, or break the bottom. Okay, break the bottom and turn into that flat formation. Right, turn into that flat formation and then continue to go lower. All right, so you're looking for ABC move, either deeper back to the impulse, which can push up to 1500, or flat, again up to 1475. All right, again 1475 and then drop, or this ABC move. Okay, this ABC move and then drop. So gold is struggling for upside, and also not falling so aggressively to the downside, but struggling, right? So forming corrections. So you're looking that correction to continue to go lower. So same analysis on the silver chart. Okay, so silver to break and continue to go lower. Weekly chart, you guys remember that. Okay, it can slightly get a bigger, all right? So slightly can get bigger and break down and continue to go lower. Okay, so if you're trading on the silver for sell from the current prices, then trade with care, all right? Okay, because it can change for another up move and then can drop. So we are anticipating, we were short on it from the top on the weekly time frame, and we are still anticipating that the silver going to continue to go lower back at the bottom. All right, so Fed putting a lot of money in the market. They have injected almost 300 billion so far, maybe more than that, all right, through repo market, and they're gonna continue. They're gonna continue to keep putting that money in the market until January. So they are printing more money coming into the market. Yeah, gold should rise when when central bank print more money, safe havens should rise. Okay, but why we are safe havens are not rising here? Why Fed is printing more money, putting more money in the market. ECB is putting more money in the market. Bank of Japan, they are putting more. Everyone is just putting more money in the market. Almost every central bank is putting more money in the market. Yeah, the problem there is that the inflation is very low, right? So inflation is not picking up. All right, so we are having deflationary environment at the moment. Okay, so if they're gonna keep printing more money, yeah, there, we believe that safe havens not gonna rise. Okay, normally safe havens rise when you are having inflation. Okay, when inflation is out of control or hyperinflation, then price is gonna go out of control. These safe assets price is gonna go out of control. But here we are having deflationary environment. Okay, all right. So they are putting more money trying to increase the inflation. Yeah, and obviously deflation is also a problem for the market. Deflationary environment also a problem. Rates are going lower, inflation is not there, and that can also create a problem for the market. But we believe that they're gonna fix this issue. They have already fix that, all right, by putting more money in the market. They have manufacturing manufacturing data is bouncing up from the bottom across the globe. Yeah, we were having good data last week on German manufacturing site, and it was even good on the US side as well. So US manufacturing data was good too. So they have already fixed this crack, and safe havens should go lower. That's why they are turning into corrections. You guys can see there. Okay, big money is not coming over there. There was the fear. Okay, when people started to buy silver at that area, there was the crack. Okay, crack was there in the global economy. Now we are having correction, and that correction to break, and silver to go down 2, gold to go down 2, and platinum to go down 2. Yeah, all right. So we were last week, if you remember, that we were having a flat formation. So looks like that you are not having that flat formation. Same weekly chart, right? Same, still you are looking that flat formation, right? This flat formation. So price still can go back up, all right? It still can go back up. We can have that flat formation and drop. So not a best pair to watch, all right? Platinum is not a best pair to watch. So we are still looking platinum to continue to go lower, okay? Weekly chart is still there. Weekly chart or 2 days chart, I think. So bigger time frame chart is still there. Okay, so that's the bigger time frame chart. By the way, so go down for another move there and then reverse. Okay, so same, and now let's move on to the yen pairs. All right, and then we're gonna go to the equities. The dollar yen, bigger time frame chart, you guys remember, and lower time frame chart is very much same like last week. So we were having movements on pound pairs last week, all right, and the rest of the market was sleeping because we are coming close to the year end. That's the reason. All right, so December is about to stop, market gonna move slow, and next when we're gonna have 2020 January, then market gonna move quickly. Okay, so we are looking that move same like last week, and dollar yen to complete that expanding triangle at the bottom. There is possibility that the dollar yen not gonna complete that move back at the bottom. All right, okay, not gonna hit that bottom and gonna push up, gonna continue to go higher from current price. Okay, it can continue to go higher. So you're looking for this to complete that expanding triangle at that bottom and opportunity for upside. Same analysis like last time. Okay, that analysis is there. That way you're looking on the current price. So, and dollar yen to keep pushing higher all the way back to the top, back to the 13, 112 first. And euro yen, okay, euro yen can go for another up move, for another bullish move like the dollar yen. Okay, that's our structure. We are having flag, right, flag there. We are expecting this flag to break out and continue to go higher rather than this move, all right, rather than drop. So last week, right, almost we were having same structure last week because price did not move. Yeah, and we were looking for that one more drop to happen. Okay, so you're looking, once price gonna form new low, we're gonna test the previous bottom, you're looking for it to continue to go higher. So if you're trading on the euro yen for buy, make sure you trade with care. All right, it's really risky buying euro yen. All right, it's really risky these days buying euro yen. Yen is this, not just the, I mean, euro against the yen. Okay, no, I mean, euro is not just risky to buy against the yen. Euro yen is risky to buy against the yen, USD yen, and Kiwi yen. These three currencies are still struggling. Right, their economies are still struggling. EU struggling, and safe haven is playing very well against the EU, against the euro. Right, yen. USD, same, they are having problem. Their labor data was very bad a week ago, and Kiwi also very much similar like that. All right, so these three currencies are struggling against the yen. So when you are buying these three currencies against the yen, just make sure you understand that. All right, because the longer term trend is bearish, and you are trying to counter that bearish trend. All right, so this is current structure. All right, this ABC move is completed there, and price can break that trend line and can continue to go lower. Okay, but we don't have a sell setup over there. So you're looking for this move next week. Okay, how far that wave goes, if break and continue to go higher, you're looking for it to go up to that trend line. Okay, so euro yen, trade with care. CAD yen, very much same like last week. Yeah, that's what we are having on the CAD yen. We are still looking CAD yen to go higher for another up move. Okay, same structure like last week, right? Or at least form that expanding triangle and then continue to go lower. Okay, it can break down, can form that correction, and then can continue. So a kind of neutral analysis we are having on the CAD yen from current price. All right, but bigger time frame, it is still going down. Okay, but for sell, you guys don't have a perfect correction over there. All right, so for selling, you should have a correction over there, something like that, before you start selling the CAD yen for the downside. So we are looking at another up move, at least back to that top and then drop. Okay, for selling the CAD yen, make sure you are having a correction over there and then you start selling. The correction is there on the 4-hour time frame at the moment. All right, so that's our structure. Same analysis like the Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, flat formation and then go down. All right. Okay, on weekly time frame chart, analysis is same on weekly time frame chart. Okay, so we are longer term bullish from the bottom, and this is what we are looking, and on 4-hour time frame you guys are looking for flat formation. All right, so their flat formation and then short term sell back at the bottom, and then from the bottom again you're looking for it to go higher. So same analysis on the Kiwi yen. Okay, longer term reversal from the bottom, this move, and on lower time frame one more drop. Right, chart is very much clear. You're watching price action at that top and you look in this trade. Okay, when you're gonna go for short, make sure you keep in your mind that this is running into a correction. Okay, same analysis like last week. It can pop up for another up move and correct, and longer term reversal. Okay, so currently we are anticipating one more drop. Chief yen. Okay, Chief yen is doing nicely. We were looking for it to go down. Last week I have shown you it to go down. It's going down. Chief is losing its value. Get down back to that bottom. Okay, this is the bigger time frame chart, and on lower time frame. Okay, so you're looking for next week another correction or go back up, test the top. All right, so go back up, test the top, and then drop, or correct over there and then continue to go lower. Okay, it can go back up and can form that expanding triangle. Okay, correct, continue the trend, or test the top and then go lower. Okay, that's what you are looking actually. Euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, flat formation. From bottom, hold it, go back up, and from top, continue to go lower. Okay, yeah, Euro New Zealand dollar still can go back up, still can test the top. All right, it still can test that top, but our bigger time frame is still same. Daily time frame chart. Okay, so short term buy, go back up, form the flat, and then continue to go lower. Okay, longer term short. Okay, it's going down slowly. That's the chart for bigger time frame. Continue to go lower. On 4-hour time frame, go back up short term, one more up move. Okay, that flat formation from the bottom, and then continue to go lower. Euro, Australian dollar. Australian dollar should get strong. Australian and Kiwi in longer run, and dollar to go down. All right, so longer term, this is the wave. Very much seem like the Australian dollar, US dollar chart. Okay, on lower time frame, as told you last week, guys, it still can push higher. Okay, we were looking for it to drop last week during the data, and it went lower. Okay, it still can push higher for that one more up move and then continuation. Yeah, flat formation. Okay, this flat formation, so it still can slightly push higher and can test the previous top end. Then you're gonna have a flat formation, so you're looking for correction over there, and that correction to break down next week. All right, that correction to turn, and then, or if I'm gonna change slightly my structure, then you're gonna see a different picture over there. So people planning to go holidays, all right? So that's the reason market is, you know, becoming slow. So that's our structure, okay? So we still can see another up move, and the up move, and then draw flat formation, right? Or flag there and then drop. Okay, so flag there and continuation to the downside, or bounce off and next leg and then reversal on a bigger longer term chart. EUROCAD, okay, EUROCAD to go down for one more drop. Last week we were having correction. That correction did not went lower and it broke out. So longer term chart is still same. This daily chart, that arrow where the arrow is pointing, and in lower time frame go down for one more drop. All right, so correct over there. We are already short on it, guys. We were tracking this pair, you know, last week, and you know, it went higher, so we were looking it to go lower. We short it when it was going lower very, very aggressively. So simply you look in, you know, this expanding triangle, give you another correction, and then go down all the way back to this bottom, or test the previous low. All right, so you look in EUROCAD to go down for one more drop. So we are already short on it, and CADCHF to go back up. All right, CADCHF to go back up, and then again sells from the top. Okay, it has already bounced off. I think I have shown you last week. All right, and then drop. All right, so CAD yen up, CAD to get strong against the yen. Kiwi CAD. Okay, so bigger time frame chart is same on the Kiwi CAD. Kiwi CAD last week and higher. All right, so that's what you are looking. All right, so Kiwi CAD longer term reversal from the bottom, and on lower time frame correct. Okay, a deeper correction. So look for it to go lower next week. All right, this correction is already there. Look for this correction to complete the wave there, back at the bottom. Okay, similar like the EUROCAD chart, and then again continuation for upside for longer term reversal. Okay, so short term one more drop next week, that correction to break and continue to go lower. And then buyer again from the bottom. CADNOK, same analysis like last week. All right, so you're looking for that to break out. So you're looking for it to form new low, and you're looking for it to buy. So that bullish wave on the CADNOK. So chart is still same, price is struggling within that channel, and you're looking for it to form new low. Can break out, correct, and continue the trend. USDCHF to go down for one more drop, and then you're looking for it to go higher. Weekly chart, you remember, reversal. Okay, so weekly chart, longer term reversal, and on lower time frame one more drop, expanding triangle, and there is the chart is very much clear. So short term sell and then test the bottom, go higher. Okay, this chart is doing very well. We were short on it from the top. Right, it's going down. That was the trade, that was the wave, and now this wave. Okay, to complete that wave, give us a correction over there, deeper correction, and keep the trend intact all the way back to the bottom, and again longer term reversal. So you don't have a perfect opportunity on the Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar at the current price. Okay, but during the week it can you know, turn into a very nice correction. All right. Okay, if you don't have a correction over there, the correction which I've just asked you to look for, and price is bouncing off aggressively, okay, let it correct on 15-minute time frame, then start looking for buyback to the top, and again reversal from the top. USDCAD, okay, chart is clear. You're looking longer term reversal and short term go down. Okay, so longer term reversal on the USDCAD to go back up, and short term one more drop. Okay, this correction to go down, test the bottom and then reverse. Okay, if test the top 91.50, then start looking for one more drop. Still struggling. So longer term reversal is not there. It's still struggling. All right. Okay, it is forming a correction, but still struggling. USD is still struggling. Okay, it's forming another correction. All right, that correction for upside, but still struggling. So stay bearish for one more drop back at the bottom. And once price tests the bottom, then you're looking for to go lower. Chart is clear, trade setup is clear, shown you that last week. You're looking for that one more drop, and once price is going to test the bottom, you're looking for it to reverse. So when you're going to sell the Kiwi Chief, make sure you keep in your mind that the intervention from the Swiss National Bank not going to give you that trade. Okay, then price going to bounce off or upside. Our longer term analysis is the bullish on it, and short term we're still looking that price to hold that top and give us price action over there at this area, and the arrows where the arrows are showing go into that direction. EUROCHF still go down for one more drop and then go higher from the bottom. Okay, go slightly higher and then drop. On bigger time frame, go back up. Okay, so short term sell, and then in the bigger time frame you're looking at to go higher. That's the EUROCHF chart, and there you got the copper. There are going to be a plenty of movements once we're going to have a trade deal, phase one deal. All right, and this is our longer term direction. Yeah, go higher. Okay, on lower time frame, go down for one more drop and test the bottom and then go higher. This chart, expanding triangle. Okay, so copper to complete this wave there and then give us a longer term reversal from there, from bottom. Oil is interesting. Oil went lower last week and then took off. All right, so same analysis. Let's look at the US oil first. All right, okay, and get back to the old chart. So this is what we are looking. Oil is pushing up slowly. All right, and you are looking oil to stay within the sideways market as told you before. All right, so 65, 70 to within the 50. All right, within these, yeah, within these $20 ranges. All right, and still short term, go higher, continue to push more higher. Okay, go down, test the bottom. It has already tested. All right, go down, test the bottom, and then you are looking it to buy or keep pushing higher and expanding and the triangle, which is just over there. Yeah, so triangle to break up, expanding triangle is not there. That triangle break out and continue to go higher, or go down for another move back to the bottom and then buy. So same analysis on the UKOIL. On lower time frame, one more drop and then go higher, or go or keep pushing higher. Okay, go down, test the bottom, and then go higher, or keep pushing higher. Okay, oil is in a sideways market, moving slow. All right, natural gas. Okay, natural gas continue to go lower and give us a longer term buy opportunity over there. All right, so short term, it can continue to go higher from the current price. Okay, this. Okay, but we are anticipating it to test the bottom and then give us a buy opportunity from the bottom. So short term, one more drop. All right, and now let's look at the equities. Yeah, correction is due on the equity market. Okay, correction is just due on the equity market. As told you before that we are anticipating, equities to keep pushing higher. All right, so Nasdaq 100 index to just keep pushing higher, S&P 500 to keep pushing higher, Dow Jones to keep pushing higher, and end the 2018 in positive. All right, and once you're gonna have year end, then give us a correction, or if not going to end the year end in positive manner, then give us another dip over there. Okay, give us another dip over there, and then continue for next leg. Okay, so yeah, we'll look at that dollar Mexicano. Let me just finish this. All right, so you look in another deeper correction at some point. Okay, that deeper correction gonna appear over there at some point. Okay, currently we are looking on lower time frame to just keep pushing slowly and then give us that correction, but make sure you are prepared that at some point there are going to be deeper correction. Okay, on lower time frame, same analysis like last week, you look in these tiny correction to just keep pushing higher. Okay, go down, test the bottom, and the expanding triangle to continue to go higher. All right, continue to go higher. Keep pushing slowly those corrections for the upside. Same analysis on the S&P 500. Deeper pullback needed over there before the trend to resume. Okay, that chart is clear. Okay, that chart is clear. So deeper pullback is due on that daily time frame. On lower time frame, you are looking short-term continuation, and once you're gonna get into the trade, make sure you manage your positions over there, right? Okay, go down and form the expanding triangle and short-term buy. Okay, US 30, same like others. Okay, correction is just due over there. Okay, that's what you are looking. Form correction and continue to go higher. On lower time frame, short-term buy. Okay, but when you're gonna go for short-term buy, make sure you understand that the bigger correction is due at some point. Expanding triangle. Okay, so you guys are asking for the dollar Mexicano. Okay, so dollar Mexicano is struggling, right? So struggling, we are looking this to break out. Okay, break out, give us that wave. Give us that wave. This symmetrical triangle to break out and continue for another up bullish wave. Okay, so you're watching it to reverse from bottom. Get down this flat formation and then go higher. All right, that flat formation, test the bottom and continue to go higher for and break the expanding triangle, symmetrical triangle. So when you're gonna go for buy on it, make sure you understand that this pair is moving slow these days, yeah, because it is running in a sideways market. And you know, before we're gonna get the next bullish leg for upside, price can stay there for a while, okay? But you know, we are looking aggressive move for upside. All right, Mexico is struggling against the dollar. Yeah, it can rise at any time aggressively for upside. Okay, Donald Trump can create problem for Mexico at any time, and we're gonna have that kind of aggressive move for upside. That's what you're looking on the Mexicano. Continue to go higher. And dollar rand, okay, dollar rand analysis is very much same like last week. All right, this is what we are anticipating. All right, so keep pushing higher, test that top, and go down for flat formation. All right, and then continue to go higher. Okay, this flat, this is a very common pattern. All right, we watch these patterns very often. Okay, or this formation. Okay, this is longer term chart, weekly chart. Okay, and then continue to go higher. So these two patterns are in making on dollar rand. Okay, on lower time frame, if you are trading on it on lower time frame, yeah, it is in a sideways market. Okay, you don't have a best opportunity on it these days. All right, and yeah, so go higher for short back to that top. Just trade with care. Okay, there you got the dollar Mexicano, and now let's look at the UK 100 index. So UK 100 index to continue to go higher. Same like last week. Okay, this expanding triangle to continue to go higher. We were looking for that buys, so we had that price action over there. Okay, you're looking for this to continue to go higher. Okay, complete that wave there, correct for another time, and continue to go higher, or get down for another time. Okay, test that bottom. So I have shown you UK 100 index, why we are bullish on the UK 100 index, shown you in the weekly market outlook why UK 100 index is much better than the others. Others made their highs, okay, but UK 100 index is still underpriced, undervalued. All right, and UK 100 index is going to continue to go higher. Okay, so German 30 is about to test the previous high, and from previous high we may see some weaknesses over there on the German 30. Okay, German 30 DAX. Okay, that it can test that top and can struggle to break that top. Okay, we are not currently anticipating this flat formation, but in case if things are going to get worse between the US and Europe on tariffs, then definitely DXY can draw for one more move down back at the bottom. All right, so what in short I'm saying that if you are buying the DAX at the top, then make sure guys you understand that you are buying at the top, not buying at the top for longer term, you're buying at the top for short term, and make sure you keep taking your money off on time once you're gonna get profit. Okay, this move for next week, short term continuation for upside. All right, so US Russell 2000 is very much same like last week. All right, structure is same. Okay, there you are having same price section at the current price, break out the top, or trade war, bad news, get back into the market again and one more drop and then again buy. So same structure like last week, hasn't changed a lot. And Nike also same like the DAX, continue to go higher. All right, so Nike correction is just getting bigger. Okay, so this correction to give us that next bullish leg. Okay, Nike is also about to test the previous high. Now let's look at the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still pushing lower. Last week I was showing you one more drop, and then retest of that impulse generation point. Price is testing this week, but still struggling, all right? Not showing any sign for upside. So our bigger time frame chart is same. Okay, so cryptocurrencies are in slow motion these days. They are in slow motion. They are under pressure, going down slowly, and not ready for something big. Okay, they are not ready for something big, but definitely there are going to be some movement at some point for longer term, right? So it's a longer term, you guys can say that project, right, guys? So if you are buying cryptocurrencies for longer term investment point of view, then you have to hold. All right? And our structure is still same. Okay, it hasn't changed. I was showing you since last couple of weeks this formation. Okay, and this currently price is going into this direction. Okay, we are not having that wave price action for that wave breakout. So this ABC move, okay, or it can go all the way back at 3000 again. Okay, we are expecting slight breakout of that 3000, and then start rising for upside. So how you can trade on it? So trading on the Bitcoin these days is, yeah, short term you can trade. It's going down short term to the downside. You can sell it. Okay, buy is not there. For buying, you wait for a stronger aggressive price action over there at the current price before you jump into the trade. Okay, just copy and paste that previous price action. You need that aggressive move from the bottom. Okay, if the aggressive move is coming, you're in. If not coming, you are not buying. Okay, you are letting it to keep pushing lower. It is forming correction. Buyers are struggling. You see there, buyers are not there. They are struggling. Okay, sellers are in control. See there. Okay, sellers are in control. So still buyers are not there. It's struggling. Okay, so price still can, again, same pattern, flat formation, and can continue to go lower. So you must wait for the aggressive move before you jump in. If you're not gonna wait and you're gonna jump into the trade from current price, then you can end up with drawdown or bad trade. Okay, so wait for this to happen. Okay, when this is going to happen, trigger the trade, put your stop behind that, and let the move continue to go higher. Wait for the aggressive move to happen. So you are not waiting for that to happen. All right, so buy is not there. Yeah, so it's forming correction, and it can keep forming those corrections and can keep pushing lower all the way up to 3000. All right, so it can keep pushing all the way up to 3000. So bigger time frame chart is telling you that the price is repeating the same. Let's look at the clean chart. Price is repeating the previous pattern again. Okay, so it is repeating the previous pattern again. All right, you see there, it went higher and then dropped aggressively. Again, it went higher aggressively, and slowly it is going down again. Okay, that's actually a pattern formation. All right, or you simply can say that your ABC move, A, B, and C. Okay, so it can keep pushing lower slowly back at the bottom, and then again you're gonna have set up over there for this big move. Okay, this is where price gonna go in longer run. So we are talking about like next 5 years where price gonna go. All right, so if I'm gonna put some previous data there, the current price, then you guys gonna see. Okay, this is what we are looking. First of all, complete the formation at the low at 3000. Okay, and then all right, complete that ABC move. Okay, and the low at that bottom, and or new low. Okay, be cheap again. All right, cheap. 7,000 still expensive. Be cheap. Come close to the 3,000 or lower than that. 3,000 or 2,500. Okay, and big player to jump into the longer again and break the top. Right? This is what it is developing right now. This formation is in play. Okay, it can slowly come down the way it has done there. Okay, it can slowly okay, can come back at that bottom or new low. Okay, so if you are buying, then make sure you understand that where you are buying. There are a lot of charts on the trading view. People are just keep posting same chart again and again. All right, they keep posting same chart again and again without understanding that what price is doing, right? What price action is happening over there in the market. They just keep posting same chart just for the sake of views and likes. All right. Okay, there is no reason at the moment, okay, for the Bitcoin to rise aggressively for upside. So you need a fundamental reason, strong fundamental reason for the Bitcoin to continue to go higher and other coins to rise. Do you have any? If you have, then buy them. And if you are just buying based on imaginations, yeah, then you should work with your mind. You should work on your mind, or you should work on your research. Okay, so a simple, I mean, let's see if central banks are going to say that they are going to introduce their own digital currency. Okay, they need that. They are going to introduce their own digital currency. This single news is enough for the cryptocurrencies to spike. The single news is enough. So means that this means that the cryptocurrency is going to be come into mainstream. Right, when this technology gonna come into mainstream, then you're gonna see strength. All right, and the big players which are sitting on their hands and watching and waiting for central banks to make the CN regarding cryptocurrencies. They are waiting. Okay, they're having a lot of money. They are waiting for them to make a decision. They're gonna jump into the market before you're gonna jump into the market. Right? Okay, so some central banks, they are doing demos. They are doing demos. They are they are trying. They are working on the digital currencies, right? Like Sweden, they are trying to be cashless society. They are working on that. Yeah, and definitely people gonna move to 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 these digital currencies in future. All right, cash is just going away from the market. All right, and cash is expensive as with compared to the digital currencies. Cash is expensive. Yeah, so digital currency is the cheapest way to move money. Yeah, so definitely they're gonna come into the mainstream. Yeah, but it can take some time. All right, it can take some time. Definitely they're gonna be you know big move for upside in longer run on Bitcoin or the currencies which gonna be introduced by the central banks. Okay, so same analysis like last week. We are at the bottom on the Ripple still okay. If it is going to test the 3000, all right, so keep in your mind that the Ripple can even go lower than 20. It can come up to 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 10 cent or 15 cent area. Okay, it can push more lower. All right, so you're looking for it to reverse for longer term, ripple to reverse for longer term, and currently it is sitting at the floor. Okay, it is sitting at the floor, and positive news required for ripple to jump. All right, so ripple and OITAS, not just on the ripple, every, okay, all are sitting at the floors. Okay, so looking for it also can push lower slightly. You are having room, it can go up to 10 cent or 15 cent. All right, so even it can go lower than the 10 cent. All right guys, so let's finish here, and I think enough for this week. We are having plenty of good setups, good opportunities. Again, reminder, we are going to have training next week in December. Yeah, you can join that. You can go to the techtradingacademy.com and you can sign up for that. All right, if there is any question, then let me know. We're going to talk about that. If no, then we're going to finish it here. Is there any question? So thank you very much. So try to re-watch this weekly market outlook again in the week. All right, so there are going to be plenty of setups ready to take. All right, so thank you very much for coming into the weekly market outlook. Hope you enjoyed that. We have already talked about the US oil. So US oil to drop within the sideways market, there is a correction on a bigger time frame. US oil to drop and buy. All right, so short term sell going to be over there on the oil, but when you are going for short on the US oil, trade with care. All right, we are expecting US oil to continue to go higher. All right, so thank you everyone for coming into the weekly market outlook. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you back again next week. Until then, bye bye.